the rock bridge and building as we go into the park. There are all these beautiful blue butterflies. This is Big Springs. Rainwater seeping through soil becomes slightly acidic when this water penetrates cracks and joints. It slowly dissolves porous dolomite bedrocks. Through the ages, cracks and joints enlarge, creating a vast underground drainage system. As it valleys depends, the current river exposed an underground channel and the Big Spring begin to flow. The process continues today at a rate ranging from 152 million to a maximum of 840 million gallons per day. Now we will go over here and it will show you how it comes out and goes on. Pathway leading to where the Big Spring comes out of the mountain. This is the beginning of Big Spring, and as you can see, it comes out of the mountain in great force. And of course, notice the vegetation and moss that's on the rocks. It looks like steps leading up, but this is very high, and you can see that the trees and different plants has overtaken that area. There's multiple caves. This is another view of how the spring gushes out, and you can just see it. How rapid and fast it goes. And this will go into this is the beginning of the current river as soon as they finish with the Big Spring Basin. And here are multiple water plants right along the edge of the water, as you can see. And you can see another spring that is not gushing too much, but it's just gently flowing out of the rocks. And as I stand here, we can look down until where eventually we'll be coming to the river. An area to show you the small spring that is gushing out of the hillside, and how the water just is such a beautiful, beautiful color. Another view of the Big Springs coming out of the mountain, and I will pan up, hoping the sun will not give us too many sparkles. And of course there is lots and lots of trees, and it shows you multiple caves. I'll bring them in along the edges here. And there's the other little falls. Absolutely fantastic. This did while I went down to the springs. He just stood and talked to somebody who was also visiting the springs. And you can see there's all kinds of areas for kids to play in. And there is no fishing in this area of the springs. You can't even take your shoes off and soak your feet in the water. There's no wading also. Looks in complete comfort. and see trees. And I'm panning back up to the big springs again. The angle of the springs as I go farther up the hill. I'm almost to the car now. The bridge that we're coming to just after the spring. See all of the different water plants, water crests, etc. I will get both of the shores on this so you can see how beautiful this is in pictures and the colors. I'm looking into the sun so I can't make a degree. I'm starting to get sun sparkles. Other side of the bridge, and this is the left bank. They have all kinds of butterflies down here, and I have a yellow and brown one that keeps landing on my hand. Okay. This is the right bank, and you can see the growth, the water, and see those deep areas. And it almost looks like an algae way down underneath, but it is water plants. And it's just a nice soft current as it goes into the Current River. A view, I'll bring it in, you can see the spring through the trees. See how gentle the water flows. Leaving Big Spring Park, and this is the gate that we came through on our admission, where the beautiful blue and black butterflies were sitting on the ground. We're in the Mark Twain National Forest, and this is the Skyline Drive, and we thought maybe they would have some scenic views to look out over the forest, but so far we have seen nothing, although this drive is beautiful. A side road that said scenic view and hiking trail. This is the scenic view, and it is very beautiful. Of course, it's hazy today, but if you look right down, I'll try and bring it in. It looks like there's some houses right there. Okay, put it back out again. We'll just take another view here. And besides this is a yellow flower. And I'm not making Wilson take pictures of them. Another view from this area. It's quite hazy today. It's beautiful blue and black butterflies. I slurred over that. Him just waving his leaves. And there's a dogwood tree there. A nightclub. And it's open if you'd like to go in for meals. This is the view from the scenic drive, or the scenic nightclub area, and you can see the Current River. And I will just scan the area. The noise you are probably hearing is Wilson is still in the car because it's quite hot and humid, and we're keeping the air conditioner on. I'll bring the river in if I can. There it is. And I'll put it out in its entirety so you can see how far away we are. VanBuren, settled as the seat of Ripley County, organized 1833 because of the seat of the Carter County when it was organized from parts of Ripley and Shenandoah County, 1859. Nearby Big Spring State Park, 4,582 acres of Ozark grandeur, founded 1924, features the natural beauty of the largest single orifice freshwater springs in the U.S. Big Springs has a maximum flow of 840 million gallons every 24 hours and a daily average of 250 million gallons. The spring discharges about 175 tons of limestone in the solution daily, 433 feet above the sea level at the base of a 500-foot cliff. The spring gushes through an unimpeded opening from an underground stream bed and flows 1,000 feet to Current River, famed spring-fed Ozark fishing stream. Of the 69 springs in the U.S. having a daily flow of 64,600,000 gallons of water or more, 11 are in the Missouri Ozarks. During the Civil War, the Union Army of the Southeast Missouri wintered in the area 1862-1863. The Snyder House west of town is the site of one of the several skirmishes. This is continued from the other side. Carter County, whose main industries are lumbering and recreation, is almost evenly divided by Current River, called La River Corriente by early French trappers. It has long been a highway and food source for the area. Early Indians found it attractive, where 36 villages and camps have been found in the area. Thousands of logs come down the river to nearby Chicopee in the 1890s and early 1900s during the lumbering boom. The town of Grandin to the south, one-time lumbering center of Missouri, was laid out in 1888 by the Missouri Lumber and County Virgin Forest Land, were bought and 15 to 20,000 acres were harvested in a year. From the mid-1890s to the 1909, when the forest was depleted and the mills closed, produced at Grandin Mills exceeded 60 million board feet of lumber a year. When the sawmill closed, Grandin and other mill towns in the area became like ghost towns. The National Forest Resource of the area is building restore through local, state, and national efforts. Much of Carter County lies in Clark National Forest, founded 1933 through 1937. This was erected by the State Historical Society of Missouri and State Highway Commission in 1955. I don't know if you can see or not, but these are beautiful red rocks jetting out the highway. And of course they're worn off by wind and weather, but they are very beautiful. These are some more hills, not hills, but rocks that the highway goes through. On my way to